All right, everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of
No.
Talk
Talk sport.
Sports.
Oh, oh,
This
oh,
is going to
oh,
be
oh.
a very, very, very special episode for everyone listening and watching. This is the first ever Dog Talk Awards for Dog Talk Sports. We have 11 categories. We have plenty of nominees to go through here. We have special guests for this one. Rich has returned. Everyone's favorite angry Jets fan, Dan and Nick, are here as well. Welcome back, Raymond. Nick is going to be our arbitrary judge in selecting the winners as our loyal weekly listener of the show. But before we get into the awards, Pete, would you like to say a few words here?
Welcome to the doggies, baby. So, this is a brainchild of mine that I wanted to get off the floor. And you know what? Thank you for everyone in attendance right now. We got the mega cast. We have plenty of categories. Dano is bringing in the analytics deep within artificial intelligence. We're bringing it all tonight. And I guess before we get this thing going, do we just talk about some non-award show things?
Before we
Sure.
do anything, I just want to shout out that in our over 20 years of friendship, I never thought I would compare you to Michael Scott. But right now, you are the Michael Scott of the sports world. So congratulations on your doggies slash Dundies.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Listen, I dressed for the
Bravo.
occasion. I am wearing my all black velvet jacket, but
Mm.
you got the Raiders underneath because it's Max Crosby, baby, and he ain't going anywhere. So, you know what? Diana Rossini and Jay Glazer, you can suck off that one.
Can't wait for the retraction when they trade Max somewhere and he's got
also, also have to mention the the original co-founder of this show, Mr. Gold, will also be making his return and giving his nominees for the categories. He will be joining us shortly. So as soon as he does, I'll put him in, and whatever stage of the show we're at, we'll fill him in. But yes, to Pete's point, we'll talk a little bit about some news that happened before we get to the doggies here, because, like I said, there's a lot of us here. We got to get through a lot of categories. But first things first, fresh news. Fresh news. Um, Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt, back to the Yankees, 1 year deal, 38-year-old, to be our bench first baseman, because they do plan on giving Ben Rice all the reps there. What's the immediate reaction to us Yankee fans? What is the immediate reaction?
This team stinks. That's my immediate reaction. You know what? Like, where's Brian Cashman right now? Because I want to smack him.
Sleeping.
What do you mean we haven't put out a different product than what was on the field last year? I'm sorry. What's new?
You're fine.
Absolutely nothing. That's what's
it'll be
new.
the food at the stadium they roll out in a couple weeks.
Ray, by the way, you were off camera in the pre-show. I did get an email today from my New York Yankees representative, and they offered up a thrilling deal for a 16-person mega suite.
Should have told him to shove it.
And they gave me options for 1 game, 2 games, or 3 games. 1 game was $8,000. 2 games, it was $14,000, but the 3 games,
But
it was a buy one, get one, basically.
There it comes.
$16,000 for an all-inclusive suite. So you just need 16 of your closest buddies, $1,000 each, and you're in there to watch them really dog it out with the Marlins.
You will never live that down on this podcast. You will be labeled the consumer forever. Just so you know.
I just want you to know, I love the fact that you as a Yankee fan and as a customer of the Yankees have your own personal customer experience specialist.
Yeah, you
Good
know what?
for you.
I'm
Well-
actually disgusted.
Well, hang
hold
on.
on,
Hang
hold
on.
on.
You're
Hold
talking
on.
to the guy that got married at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
That's
the
fair. All right, that's
reason.
fair. That's fair.
Shout out to
Then
Tommy
you
Sweeney.
deserve your own customer experience specialist then.
Shout out to Tommy Sweeney, my customer service representative, for hooking me up and for our 22 opening day season ticket package, which includes not one but 2 games for the low price of $150. So I will be at opening day with the Firehouse on our bus, consuming away.
Shout out.
Just killing this team. Just killing them.
Bravo.
Killing the team one chicken bucket at a time. I'll see you there, Raymond.
That's terrible. I hope they lose 11-0.
You know where to find me. You know where to find me. In the Toyota Terrace.
That's
with
right.
Bucket.
That's right, baby.
Surfside.
Standing room.
Come on down, get your chicken bucket, and see the Giant hit a bomb.
That's
it.
Oh, my
Listen,
Lord.
That's it.
that opening day home run is gonna hit like crack.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
it
gonna
is.
be.
And
I'm
it's gonna,
be
you know,
on
what? And it's gonna melt away everything that I just all the shit that I just talked about them about Goldschmidt
It's gonna
and
be like, oh yeah, because it's gonna be Goldie that hits it. And we're gonna be on
Goldschmidt's gonna hit the
Fucking back.
game-winning
We're
RBI single, gonna win the game in the bottom of the ninth, and Paul Goldschmidt, I'm gonna put him up on my shoulders myself. I'm gonna parade him around the Bronx.
Listen,
100
your
loss
new-
season loading.
That's your newest signee. It's your newest big free agent.
100 loss season loading.
Zachary, stop it.
So there was I never will. There was the NBA trade deadline that happened, the other big event in the sports world. A lot of big names moved. Anthony Davis, one of the big names, traded to the Washington Wizards. James Harden traded from the Clippers to the Cavaliers. Ja Morant was not moved. Giannis was not moved. A lot of smaller trades with role players. I know the Knicks got a couple of role players.
Jose Alvarado.
Nets got a couple of role players, second-round picks. A lot of second-round picks being tossed around. Warriors traded for some role players. Just a lot of mid-level player movement that happened in the trade deadline. Not really star movement. I know we have a resident Mavericks fan here who I know is dying to give his take on this phenomenal return so far of Luka Doncic. So
That team is dead to me. When they traded Luka Doncic, they spit all over the legacy of the Dallas Mavericks. He was the successor to Dirk Nowitzki, and they shipped him out to pasture. So you know what? If I had it with me, Los Angeles Lakers Luka jersey, I'll hang it from the rafters, baby, because the Mavericks are idiots. What was the point of that trade? Just to turn around to ship AD off a year later. Made 0 sense, and
well,
I'm glad their GM got fired. You know what? Flag is not Luka Doncic, so he's not
No,
gonna.
he might
But
be
he's
better.
good. He's really good, dude.
He might be better.
I don't know
he
if
should.
he's better.
Stop it!
I don't know about better, but Cooper Flag is a
Zach
dog.
picked today to poke at me. That
Well,
he woke
Yes,
up
he did.
Today is
and
the
he
day
was
to
like,
do
you know
it.
what? I know the launch codes. Boop 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 boop.
Listen, it's a compliment. Cooper Flag, pretty good.
Huh,
I mean,
cool,
listen,
pretty good. Yeah, oh, pretty good. Yeah, the
listen,
trade
Nico
for the
Harrison,
Nets worked out pretty good. They got Kevin Durant, pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm not saying you should feel good about the trade, but Cooper Flag as a consolation isn't all that terrible.
Well, it was a consolation that the NBA gave him for doing their job and delivering the Lakers a star. So
all I hear is the Cartman voice going, better.
I know Ray has some words. Raymond has some words for his lovely hockey team. that I know he would like to share for the
West
sports
Five
world.
at this dark time. Yeah, let's say this. Imagine you're the GM of one of the most richest franchises in the sports world. You play at the world's most famous arena. You are running the team into the ground. You wake up one day and you wake up and you go, how can I take one of the most loyal, oldest fan bases in the country and absolutely ruin every fucking fan's day? Oh, that's right. I'm going to take our superstar who has who's made history in our franchise in his 6 year span with the team, was the most highest scoring goal average ever. And we're going to trade him for a French fry and dirt.
How's that dirt taste on that French fry?
That's what fucking Tony did for Artemi Panarin. I mean,
Red man.
he should be arrested for a fucking criminal enterprise and absolute
criminal enterprise.
He's a thief of joy and a fucking supervillain.
Thief of joy. Can we bang? It's the first quote of the night right there.
Yes, I love it. First one.
Of joy.
We're only 8 minutes in. First
Thief
one.
of joy. That was brought to you by the official candy sponsor of the Dog Talk Sports Awards, Spearmint Leaves. Get them now.
Spearmint Leaves are also thieves of joy because they look like they're fucking nice.
You know what? That's abysmal. That's atrocious.
Let me eat a candy that tastes like I can munch on a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
Menthol, baby.
just pure shit. That's terrible.
I'd rather go do a Camel Crush and sit outside in the -10-degree weather and eat it.
Really the click and then the pull in the ice cold weather.
It's like Wu-Tang in the butt of the menthol.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to continue going around here. Dan, do you have any specific sports takes or sports news for your teams before we continue? I know the Islanders have been doing well. I know there's always enough Jets rants that could always be had.
Look at Zach just trying to get it out of him. He's just like, hey, what if the Jets done? Wink, wink.
Let
Dano focus on the Jets.
Dano have his moment.
No, I see how I said Islanders first?
Go ahead. Come on.
I'm very excited about the Islanders. I'm sure Ray is not surprised by that.
I mainly said that so you could shit on Ray. So
Back-to-back shutouts! Back-to-back! 2 nights in a fucking row!
They swept the Rangers this year, and they shit all over the Devils this year. Oh God, they beat the Devils 9-0 earlier this year too. That was I've never seen a dog walk in hockey like that for as long, and I haven't been watching forever, but that was crazy.
Also, I lost the 9-goal pool because of that one.
Oh goodness.
Well, listen, Islanders are cooking right now, man. They've got this. Not only do they have Semyon Varlamov, but they have David Riddick as their backup goalie, and he's been tremendous. They fortified a little bit. They got Saucy and what's his name? I forgot the other guy from the Devils. They actually made 2 trades, one with the Rangers and one with the Devils. I never expected that in a million years. Maybe Ray could help me understand that one.
Because it would never happen in a million years.
It would never happen in a million years. But the 2 guys they got seem to be good fits. I really like Patrick Roy so far, everything that I'm seeing. And this new regime, this new GM, I can never remember his name, but it just seems to be going in the right direction. And
it is. You guys are going to be contenders.
I'm not sure how far we'll go this year, but I mean, based on what I'm seeing, they should make a deep run in the East at the very least. So I'm happy about them. The Jets are always a circus, always in the news for the wrong reasons. And we're never surprised by that anymore, especially us Jet fans. I'm sorry, Nick.
I blame you for everything.
Yep, and that's totally acceptable. Listen, Frank Reich, Is it the worst hire in the world? No. How we got to that hire is just, it's a three-ring circus, and it should have never gotten to the point where everything was questioned before we hired the guy who might end up being a decent option there. The one thing that I'll point out is he does have head coaching experience. So for that 1.4% chance that I mentioned to Pete in the last podcast, to him actually keeping his job, maybe that now goes up to 2% because he has a guy in there with some experience, an underdog style player and coach. So we'll see, man. I mean, it all comes down to what the rest of the staff looks like. They brought back a guy who used to be their defensive line coach that's been with Pittsburgh, who's not bad, and maybe that signals like a hybrid scheme change because he's been coaching a 3-4 this whole time with Pittsburgh. So we were running a 4-3. Now we'll see what it looks like next year, but just again, man, just everything that happens with the Jets on a daily basis is just a three-ring circus, and that's all I have to say.
And
all right.
all I'll say is everyone will be fired by next year anyway, so it won't matter.
Probably.
Yeah. Aaron Glenn will get fired by week 6 when they start 1-5. And don't win a game the rest of the season. And from that point on, they'll have 3 first-round draft picks next year, and one of them will be Archie Manning.
Well, and as I said to Pete in the last episode, I really hope that no matter what, this special team coordinator survives and they treat him like Mike Westhoff, because he so far looks like he might actually be a coach.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's really difficult to pull any kind of bright spot out of such a shit situation, and I can't bring myself to do it just because they're awful. But I mean, for the most part, if there was any kind of bright spot or shining light in the darkness of hell of shit that the New York Jets are, he's probably the only one.
Very good. Like
That's
it.
fair.
Rich, anything on the minds?
Matt Nagy was hired this week. I know a lot of Giants fans are a little bullish on it. I like the hire. I don't necessarily hate it. He's been working with Mahomes. He's been under Andy Reid. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. This is John Harbaugh's team. I'm not worried about the coordinators of this team.
I understand that logic, and I've been saying that, the network, the Harbaugh network is strong. Whatever doesn't work out the first year, it's going to fix itself the second year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not panicking over the fact that Matt Nagy's going to be the OC. If he calls plays the first couple weeks and it doesn't go his way, John Harbaugh's going to strip him of that, take it back, and it'll be his show.
Well, no, they'll give it to Greg Roman, who they hired yesterday.
Or Greg Roman, who they hired yesterday. Correct. So I'm not worried about that hire at all. I'm geared up, ready for baseball. Let's fucking go Mets. I'm more hyped than I've probably been in a few years, mainly because it's just a total new core of a team. So I'm hyped. I'm ready for baseball.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain anyway the Giants are winning the division next year regardless, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, early candidate for hot take of the year.
Hot take for the next doggies, huh?
Wow.
Dude, it'll be Giants 1, Cowboys 2, Eagles 3.
Wow.
No, Eagles, honestly, with how the whole team is, their situation's ending up anyway, they might even be 4th behind the Commanders.
Report did come out yesterday for Philly, which I find interesting, that 2 of their starting offensive linemen are mulling retirement right now.
Yeah, I would too. That team stinks.
Yep.
So you have two all-pro guys in Landon Dickerson and Lane Johnson that are mulling retirement.
Yeah, A.J. Brown's gone too.
A.J. Brown might be gone. Like, that team might get stripped.
A.J. Brown's going to the Patriots next year.
Oh.
Listen,
he very well could be in New England next year.
Dan, tell me I'm wrong.
No, I've been saying it too, so you're probably not.
Don't roll him out.
I will roll him out.
That's
He's going
fine.
to Mike Vrabel and the Patriots back when he was with Mike Vrabel in Tennessee.
All right, fine. Fair.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, you are a Las Vegas Raider now.
Yeah,
Whoa,
it's.
I don't know if they're drafting Mendoza and trading for Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
you might have to choose there.
So, yeah, it's definitely interesting to listen. I love that hot take from Nick. I love it. Bring the flamethrowers. The Giants are definitely set up for success. Yeah, my initial reaction to the Nagy hire was like like really, But then again, it's the Harbaugh Andy Reid connection,
That's
and
it, man.
Nagy went back there for a few years, and it's not like he was the one calling plays there. Andy Reid's calling plays. He's just there to help coach the quarterbacks, and when Pat Mahomes likes you, usually you're doing something right. And the hiring of Greg Roman to take over the running game and other offensive tasks to help back up Nagy means the hire was safe. I think it was a safe hire. I don't think it was the flashy hire of like a Cliff Kingsbury. This is a veteran guy who helped develop Patrick Mahomes, whether we think it's true or not. That's absolutely what happened. So I can't be mad at the hire. Of course, as Giants fans, when we got Harbaugh, we were like, oh, we want an all-star cast of, to Harbaugh, this is an all-star cast. So in Harbaugh, I trust. And the fact that no one even knew the Giants were interested in Nagy means his operation of plugging the leaks is so far doing very well. They also, this cannot be overlooked a little bit for us Giants fans. They hired Dawn Appointee as the new senior executive vice president. She's going to be in charge of our cap, and and that's her specialty. She was actually in charge of the NFL's salary cap over the last couple of years. So this is a huge addition, especially for free agent contracts, restructures, anything like that. The Giants basically got a cap wizard as in their front office. So
She worked for the Jets for years too.
she
She
interviewed
is
for the
very good.
Jets. She interviewed for the Jets open GM job last year.
Yeah.
So she's well on her way to being maybe the first female GM in this league's history. So I love that
would
hire
agree.
too.
I love
Kind
it.
of slipped under the radar a little bit. So we'll kind of see what if Dexter Lawrence gets restructured. A couple other players might get restructured. How they bring in other players. So yeah, I mean it's obviously exciting as a Giants fan. The future finally is bright, and in Harbaugh we trust. So
That's right.
with that being said, we're going to head into the doggies.
The doggies.
How this is going to work is we are all going to nominate what we think for each category, and Nick here, our judge, is going to pick a winner. And Dan is going to keep track of everything with his lovely artificial intelligence. Pete, I'm going to let you take it away. I'm going to have you pick the first category.
All right. So I feel like it's only fitting that we start with this category because it's just a bunch of angry people in this chat, on this podcast. So, with that being said, the first ever category for the Dog Talk Sports Awards, I would like to bring up the nomination for Rant of the Year.
Very good.
And with my selection for Rant of the Year, I would have to go with Mr. Nick Barba with the Jets rant of the century.
My nominee for Rant of the Year is also Nick's Jets rant of the century for very obvious reasons.
Well, it can't be unanimous, so I'm not picking that.
Well, you're a loser.
I'll be more of a loser because I'm going to nominate myself for Rant of the Year. And I'm glad Dano's coming next because I'm sure he has the analytics of it. So I'm going to pass it on over.
And what was your rant of the year?
Well, what's your rant of the year?
Any of the Rangers rants or that I've been on in the last couple months.
Okay.
So I don't even have that as a top three, but you are there at number two. Post-loss therapy session, AFC East edition, October 22nd, 2025. Your rant of the year runner-up for the AI was the Bills should blow it up and trade Josh Allen. It was an extensive rant. I'm sure it was. The intensity rating was a 9.1 out of 10, which is very high for the show. So, all right. So Ray's was a Ranger rant.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah, pick the one from 5 minutes ago if you want.
listen, the AI doesn't recognize Knicks, and I'm not sure why, because I do agree that it is. So I'm going to put Knicks, and this isn't just because I want it to be, on par with everybody else's. The AI chooses me, December 12th, 2025, NBA Overreactions December edition. The Celtics are frauds until they win something that matters. Intensity level 9.4 out of 10. I'm not going to give that to myself because I owe my brother an apology for his Jet fandom, so he gets it automatically.
I also had Nick's Jet rant. Anytime Nick rants about the Jets, it's just absolutely ludicrous, obscene, loud, crazy, and I love it.
So I feel like in this instance, it is nearly unanimous.
Yes,
And
nearly unanimous.
I can just open up the envelope right now with the Dog Talk Sports Award, the Doggy for Rant of the Year, Mr. Nick Barba.
Congrats,
Thank you,
Nick.
sir. Thank you. It was an absolute, pleasure to be able to give that rant on the podcast. I was gonna say I can't really pick myself because that's just pretty much unfair to begin with. Being the judge,
we picked you for you.
Thank you.
I'd like to say an honorable mention is anytime Zach rants about the Yankees. Anytime Zach rants about the Yankees, to me,
It was a close second for me.
It's very entertaining. Well, first things first, also, it's an honor to be chosen as the judge for the first ever Doggies. So thank you guys very much. But I mean, it's just great group of guys, great group of friends. Can't ask for anything much more except for maybe a little bit less Jets pain in the future, which might never exist. Carry on.
It says
Carry on.
Just to, because this is a lot of fun, right? I wish the AI had the reasoning for why Nick should be, but I'm going to give you why it thinks that Rays was. A rant can be Rays blow it up and trade Josh Allen rant scored high because it was emotional, nuclear, delivered with fire, and a full meltdown.
I don't even recall this.
Does it tell you what Zach's best rant is?
I'm gonna have to ask for it, so we can continue, and then I'll chime back
that's something
in.
I'm curious about later.
Yeah, because I probably have at least 6 Yankee rants.
You definitely got some good ones.
That definitely has some good Giants rants too in there.
All in like this. Good.
I wonder if the AI didn't pick up the rant well because it was an audio recording through a phone into the mic.
That would be my guess.
That's my guess.
Yeah, I also agree with that.
All right, Nick, Pete. Nick, how are we feeling today as a Jets fan?
Oh, worse than I did before.
Okay. Honest and to the point. I respect that.
I'm not going to watch a single snap of football, Jets football next year. I have zero interest. I've had zero interest in watching anything in the offseason, what they're doing. I get this, dude, the meltdown I had this year, and now I get to watch Sam Darnold, who we drafted in the Super Bowl, probably going to win and get Super Bowl MVP. Or if he loses, he's still in the Super Bowl, and I get to witness the Patriots win an 8th Super Bowl in my lifetime. So everything's great. I'm happy.
So you might have to watch one down of football because the Raiders do play the Jets in New Jersey this year. We might have to make a trek to that game.
You know what, Pete? If I was to do it, it'd only be just so I could spend some time with you. That is simply it. Last year was the first year I didn't go to a Jets game, and I couldn't tell you how long.
This is true.
Let's make the Raiders-Jets game the Dog Talk Sports Game of the Year. We'll all go tailgate, get freaking drunk, and watch that game.
Dude, record an episode in the tailgate.
Yes, that's an epic idea,
bro. I'm an electrician. I can give us power there. I'm just saying.
Done.
Just
Right,
saying.
all right,
Deal.
we're cooking up ideas now.
We are
I love
cooking
it.
right now for
Done. We
sure.
So
are
I
cooking.
want to chime in real quick because the AI doesn't necessarily think that any of Zach's Yankee moments were absolutely rants. And it's because he did not deliver full blown meltdowns, same way that some of us did. So,
But honestly,
do.
come now, see them all right now. The 9-foot Aaron Judge hitting homer, smacking him out of the ballpark. That that right there, that was if it wasn't for Nick on Suicide Watch for that episode, it would have been come now, see them all, the amazing Aaron Judge.
So I think what it proves is that Zach is the most based person emotionally when it comes to dog talk sports. But what he did do is he did show frustration, pessimism, sarcasm. I'm done with this team energy. But no volume spike, no emotional blow up, no meltdown pacing, no chaos. No Zach is losing his mind on the mic moment.
Oh my God!
Because I'm in complete control.
Zach,
of my
you know what that
emotions.
means, right? That means this year for 2026, be emotional. Let it out.
I'm in complete control of my emotions.
Glad AI recognizes flaws, so thank you.
It recognizes that Zach is the forever pessimist of this podcast.
There's a reason why the three of us lead the pack at all of these things.
Goodness.
All right, Pete, next category.
All right. So, I mean, we got rant of the year out of the way. Why don't we flip this and go with the doggy for dog shit take of the year?
Mm.
And
This should be interesting.
This was Mr. Dano's category that he came up with, the dog shit award. And if I have to give my my nominee, it absolutely is Pete Carroll was going to turn around the Las Vegas Raiders and make them a contender. Because you asked me at the beginning of the year, I was running through a wall for Pete Carroll. And now at the end of the year, I was throwing Pete Carroll through that same wall. So that is my nomination for the dog shit take of the year.
It's funny you say that because mine is also that the Raiders are going to be good this year. And that Geno Smith was going to have a competent quarterback year, and Pete Carroll was going to lead you to the playoffs.
What's so funny is that is also mine.
Looking for a sweep here, folks.
Actually, I believe what I wrote is Geno and Pete taking the Raiders to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a little unanimous because I said the same thing. I kind of had a feeling, and yeah, I'm with you. I can't believe that you thought the Raiders were going to be good this year.
Oh,
So the AI agrees that it's Pete, but not for the reason that you all are saying.
That's
The
probably
AI
Yankee
believes
related.
that October 28th, 2025 episode AFC Chaos and Midseason Reality Checks. The take was that the Chiefs dynasty is officially over, delivered with an intensity of a 9.6. The AI categorically gives you the dog shit take of the year.
I was spot on that take, though.
I'm just giving you what it has. If you're asking me, I agree that it was probably the Raiders take.
That computer is stupid.
This is why we don't have to worry about Skynet anytime soon.
Now, I'm close because I said that the Jets were going to win 6 to 7 games.
I almost put
So
that.
my take
I
was
was very
real
close to that, too.
close.
That was
Yeah.
my number 2.
That was my number 2.
Yep.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, as horrible as Dan take was, of thinking the Jets would win any games this year, the worst take by far, in my opinion, was Pete thinking Geno Smith can take the Raiders to the playoffs.
All right, yay!
So,
You're
with
dog
that being
shit.
said, let's open up the envelope and the doggy for worst dog shit take of the year goes to myself and the Las Vegas Raiders. I would like to accept this award on behalf of all Raider Nation and One Nation under Raider. We thought we had it this year. Boy, were we wrong. So let's kick off the 2026 season with the starter pack of we in this baby, and we start that off with a brand new head coach, Clint Kubiak. Good luck in the Super Bowl, my friend. First overall pick, Fernando Mendoza. You are a Las Vegas Raider, and $100 million in cap space, Mr. John Spytek, Mr. Tom Brady. I beg you. I dedicate this doggy right here. And hopefully next year, the take of the year for the doggy goes to myself again for the Raiders, turning it around with a new coach, a new quarterback, and a new assortment of players to go with that. Because, like I said on the last episode with Dan, you get your head coach, you get your franchise quarterback, you mash them
Fernando.
together like peanut butter and jelly, and look what you get. You get the New England Patriots going to the Super Bowl. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys for all unanimously nominating me for the dog shit take of the year. So, thank you.
And you're a good sport for that, Pete, because in reality, when all those moves happened and we made that episode, I don't think that anybody really pushed back very hard on your take at the time.
No, at the time it seemed pretty solid.
Yeah.
I just checked
So.
Polymarket, and there's high odds that you repeat this award next year. So bet now on call sheet.
All right, next.
All right. So with the dog shit take of the year out of the way, why don't we go to a player award? And let's go with the Pup of the Year award, and that would be the equivalent of the Rookie of the Year. And now taking into consideration of all sports in this, of course. However, I mean, gear yourselves up for my Pup of the Year with the worst offensive line in the league. My Pup of the Year is Ashton Genty, number 2, baby, the Silver Surfer. Most yards after contact, getting contacted 10 yards in the backfield, and then having to drag the offensive line and the defensive line with him. I'm going with Ashton Genty. Call it a homer pick, but that's my nomination.
Beast. Zach, take it away.
Take it away. I will take it away for you, Raymond. My Pup of the Year is the guy that Ray is wearing. It is Jackson Dart. You could call it a homer pick too, because I don't care. 24 touchdowns in 12 starts, only 5 picks. The future of the Giants is very bright at the quarterback position. Total dog, the epitome of a dog. Change the energy, change the culture. Some things that math can't quantify. So my Pup of the Year nomination is Jackson Dart at Ole Miss.
Ditto.
I'm gonna follow the homer picks here, but a little different. I'm going with Cam Scatterboo. I mean, any guy that's willing to take his head and just run it into a wall, I'm good with it. You're rookie. You're my Pup of the Year. And next year he's gonna go from a pup to a dog.
I really wanted my pick to be Jackson Dart. However,
wow.
I figured there were going to be homer picks on this podcast, so I'm going to go with a homer pick. Matthew Schaefer, defenseman for the New York Islanders
Wow.
is having a historic rookie season. And I don't care what you have to say about it. It's true. And he by himself might have something to do with a lot of the success that's going on there. Matthew Schaefer is my pick.
I like the difference. I like the
I like it.
different
I
one.
like it. I like it.
I do like it very much so.
So
I
we
mean,
have
for the most. Go ahead, Zach.
So to recap, 3 of those nominations are for Dart, 1 for Scattaboo, and 1 for the Islanders, and 1 for Ashton. Okay.
We have Genty, Dart, Scattaboo, Schaefer.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Pete, you do make a valid argument with yards after contact with the worst line in football. That is for sure. The Cam Scattaboo, I gotta say, I love me some Cam Scattaboo. I absolutely do. If I'm just gonna say this, if I had to pick even between the 2 running backs, it wouldn't be Cam Scattaboo. Just from stats alone.
Fair.
Now, Jackson Dart, I think, is very much so up there. Absolutely passes the eye test with flying colors. And the most important position in all of sports is the quarterback of an NFL franchise. But Dan makes a very, very, very valid argument. Guy's an absolute unit, stellar. I think just unfortunately, from the value of the position alone, I am going to have to pick Jackson Dart.
Let's fucking go.
Hey, hear ye, hear ye. Hear
And
ye, hear ye.
the award for Pup of the Year, the doggy goes to quarterback from the New York Football Giants,
New York
Jackson
New York.
Dart.
New York Football Giants.
If I was to say, Dan, you were absolutely a close second behind.
I think if this award ceremony had taken place after the NHL season, we would have had
That's
a really, really tough one. on our hands.
that's really fair. I just being the quarterback position in the National Football League, if you don't have a quarterback, you don't succeed and it doesn't matter. And just the
Yes.
value of that position alone and how good Jackson Dart actually is, it's had to go with it.
4th place
I get
rookie.
it.
Can we also
Yeah.
mention that the NFL honors had him at the 4th place position behind another rookie quarterback, Tyler Sugar,
That is an abomination.
the mother
Absolute
Sugar.
garbage.
All 10 touchdowns of Tyler Shuck. All because he won 3 games against the worst teams in the league.
That's a really, really bad take.
The NFL voting system for the Pro Bowl
Trash.
and all this stuff, it is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Everything the NFL has done in the last 7 days just proves that it is an absolute trash organization.
Yeah, I mean, it's going downhill fast.
It's really going downhill fast. I haven't seen this level of ineptitude from the NFL as far as awards and all this kind of stuff. Man, I mean, this was pretty bad.
So I know we're in the middle of a award show, but it's New York Jets news breaking. Former player Darren Lee, linebacker, charged with murder.
This is not New York Jets news. Stop it.
I also
He hasn't
I
played for the
mentioned
Jets
this.
in 10 years.
Pete, I did mention this in the pre-show.
Okay, I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, Darren Lee is being charged with murder. Really, really terrible.
Listen, he's in a Jets jersey, so he is being represented. Oh, please, if it was a Raiders player.
Oh, I would be saying it.
If it was a Raiders player, he'd be a current player. So,
Yeah, one of your Raiders. There's a Raider in jail right now for murder, so we can move on.
He's reformed and he will be back in the league.
he's reformed. Everybody says they're reformed.
Bet that he won't be back in the league.
He might be back in the league.
All right.
He might be.
Depends on his age. when he actually does
He'll be
get out.
26 when he gets out.
Because of the nature of how it happened, I can see somebody taking a chance on him, but that's where I'll leave
The
it.
redemption story.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. What is the next category?
All right. So next category, you know what? Why don't you pick the category, Zach? You pick this one.
All right, I'll pick. You know what? Let's go ahead. So we did a player. Let's do a team. We'll switch it up. So the next category up for nomination will be the pack of the year, which means the best team. What was the best team in our opinion in the year 2025? My nomination is going to be the team that repeated in the World Series, the Los Angeles Dodgers, won in 7 games against the Toronto Blue Jays, who are primed to three-peat because all they do is get better and spend because they're a team serious about winning. Yeah, the Dodger Blue, Dodger Stadium, that's the true mecca of baseball. Definitely not whatever the hell's going on in the Bronx. So
the Met get. All right.
The
Well,
Dodgers.
with that being said, I also did pick the Los Angeles Dodgers for pack of the year, and that was based on their deferment schedule for their payments to their players.
Fuck them.
But yeah, the mecca of baseball is still the Bronx. We all know this.
It's actually
Yeah,
Queens.
right. Yeah, right.
Queens.
It's the mecca of baseball for the big top fucking circus.
I did pick the Dodgers too, though, by the way, just to prove that I'm an unbiased voter here, as much as it pains me and it wrenches my heart out to say that the Dodgers were the best of anything, because I hate the Dodgers. But yeah, it's the Dodgers.
Good. So let's talk about a real best team of the year, because the Dodgers have used a broken payment system to actually finesse the MLB into winning championships. They're buying championships, Fugazi fucking championships. So fuck that. What the real
Staten Island Rays coming out.
The real best team of the year is the Indiana Hoosiers, the Indiana football team that went undefeated with underrated, less than 5-star players.
Zero
went
5-star
through
recruits.
the entire college football system, won a national championship under Kurt Signetti. That is the pack of the year.
Wow, that
is
an amazing pick right now.
Very, very
I
good
changed
choice.
my pick. I'm going with the Indiana Hoosiers as well, because you know what? It just proved that it takes a couple of old dogs to beat up on some puppies. And you know what? Some 23-year-old kids beating up on 18-year-olds, that's the way to do it. Hoosier football.
I'm definitely not changing because I stick to what I say.
Yeah, me too.
I applaud you, Ray, and I applaud you, Pete, for changing your pick. I agree that it's Indiana. I disagree with the AI. The AI picked the winner based on the most team praise across all hosts, and that team was the San Francisco 49ers. Most consistent, highest intensity praise across all of 2025. And the speaker who gave them the most praise was Raymond.
Oh, maybe the EMPs from Levi Field are impacting my brain too, just like players' bones.
Oh my God, Silicon Valley right now is just
AI just called you out.
Wow, my God, Ray, are you AI?
I could be.
You want to tell us something about Brock Purdy?
Real Ray is actually sleeping right now.
I mean, we do celebrate Christian McCaffrey a lot on this podcast.
I know
that's
exactly
true.
what I'm
That's true.
It picked that because I have repeatedly said this year that it is incredible how many 49er players got injured and went down, and they were still relevant. So,
and that was one of the rants. Like, if we're going top 5 rants, that was yours. Was the 49ers and how they're always good no matter what.
Well, I mean, I think for me anyway, I think this is kind of really an easy choice. The Indiana Hoosiers absolutely are the best team in all of sports. Without a doubt, 0 5-star recruits went in and dog walked everybody.
buddy.
So with that being
Absolutely
said,
everybody.
the doggy for pack of the year goes to the Ray nominated Indiana Hoosiers, Fernando Mendoza, Kurt Signetti. Take it away, Ray. Accept the award on their behalf.
I mean, what are you gonna say? That's that Kirk Signetti, man. He, Google him. He wins.
Perfect.
Google them. Love it.
Excellent. Pack of the year is now done.
All right.
Let's see. Let's go in a different direction here. Let's do the overdog of the year, the most overrated player in 2025 in all sports. My nominee probably isn't a surprise to any, and that is the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. A complete stinker.
Wow.
Having a rough year this year in Philadelphia. Really can't throw the ball more than 15 yards. It's very interesting. All my previous rants and statistics that I've thrown out about Jalen Hurts pretty much gives my opinion on what I think of said human. So I think it's Jalen Hurts as the overdog of the year, who had the 20th total QBR in football this year.
All right. That's a solid pick and a consistent pick by you, Mr. Zachary. Now, my pick for the doggy for overdog of the year is Mr. Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners.
Whoa, look at that. Oh, now we're getting some spicy ones.
60
Damn.
home runs is still not enough, in my opinion, because they were touting him to be the MVP of the league next to Mr. Aaron Judge. I'm sorry. There is no man on this planet playing baseball that will go toe to toe with the 6'7" come now, see 'em all baseball giant. Cal Raleigh, you hit 247, and you know what? People were pitching you down the middle. If people were pitching you like Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh would not have hit 60 home runs if he was pitched to like they pitched to Aaron Judge. And he still would have bat 247. Aaron Judge hit 50 plus home runs this year, missed time, and oh, by the way, he batted 330. So stick it.
Early take, another early hot take of the year candidate, I think.
Tis impressive.
That's very impressive.
Well, I hate going after that one because how do you compare to that? My overdog of the year is the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, because you're so expected, you're anointed, the king of football, the king of quarterbacks. You are the GOAT. You're this, you're that. You're fucking nothing. You're absolute fucking and take the crown off and go sit with your model fucking wife now who's posing in a bikini somewhere because it's all the attention. Oh, she's an athlete too. Guess what? You stunk this year. You couldn't lead that dog shit team to the Super Bowl again because it wasn't handed to you. For the first year ever, we didn't see the zebras out on the sidelines throwing fucking flags to protect old Patty, right? And the narrative was completely different. And what happened? Oh, he's hurt. Oh. Cry me a fucking river. Overrated.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn. Now that's how you follow.
That was a pretty good follow for somebody who said he wasn't going to follow.
We've got some interesting ones here, man. Go ahead, Rich.
So I got a pretty interesting one too. A guy who just signed a pretty hefty deal to play for the Toronto Blue Jays this coming year. Dylan Cease I mean, this is a guy who last year at the beginning of the baseball season said he was going to be a Cy Young candidate. He was going to have this 6th season for San Diego. He was going to be their ace. You know, he was in a contract year. He was going to get a big bag. The guy went 8-12 with a 4.55 ERA, and at the All-Star break was north of 6. He was trash this year. He got beat up by teams like the Sacramento Athletics and lost 11-0. Ooh. And that's still a guy, mind you, that got a bag from Toronto. So I don't see it. The guy was going to be a Cy Young candidate, and he had a trash year. So that's my overdog of the year. I think he's a very overhyped pitcher. I don't see it.
I love this. I love these different answers.
So mine might be a little surprising, but I'm just going based on the media hype. I mean, if you tune into ESPN TV enough, I mean, they bring this guy up multiple times.
I definitely don't.
And what has he done compared to the media hype that he gets? And that's John Morant. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a superstar John Morant is. He is just completely inconsistent with what they say he is.
He has negative value.
Pretty much.
Without a gun in his hand.
That's a good one.
I would not want to be Nick right now.
Yeah, this is.
Dude, there's a lot of good answers for this one. I like this
one. There really is a lot of good answers. Oh my goodness, man. You guys you can't make this easy.
So if you'd like, Nick, I can refresh your memory on all the answers if that'll help you.
Yeah, I know I had a couple in mind that I logged in the memory bank of more so what I also agree with, but refresh the memory for me.
So we have Zach's take, Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
Pete's take, Cal Raleigh. Ray's take, Pat Mahomes. Rich's take, Dylan Cease. And my take, John Morant.
Okay. I mean, from every one of your perspectives in general, I can totally understand where you're coming from, 1000%. I'm going to start off with Zach and Jalen Hurts. Unfortunately, that's not probably the least on my list. Only reason being, I think at this point, everyone knows he sucks. And for going into the season, there really wasn't too much hype around the Jalen Hurts train. And even if there was a little bit, all of it was crushed within the first 8 weeks.
Wow.
So for the most part, he has absolutely been 1000% overrated. I just think the NFL really caught on pretty quick this year that, yeah, this guy is pretty shit. We're going to revert back over to the John Morant. I do agree. He does get a lot of overhype. I don't understand honestly why we as individuals even glorify someone like John Morant with his off the field antics and how horrible of a representative he would be for the NBA in general. Just from the negativity that he is pretty much just surrounded by him. But the only difference is, at least from John Morant, that dude can ball. I mean, he does have those flashes where he is an incredible player. We've seen it. It's just a matter of, I think it's just more so the off the field antics that's really getting and disrupting his game for the most part. And I mean, he really is that good. It's just a matter of if he wants to be that good. That's the only problem. For Pat Mahomes in general, I was so thrilled for that ketchup muncher to not be getting any flags this year. I was jumping for joy just as much as the next guy. But I will give Kermit the Frog some grace here. Travis Kelce is absolutely abysmal. He's old, washed up, absolutely atrocious. Rashee Rice, he was suspended for basically the first half of the season, and he really didn't have anybody to throw the ball to. And let's not forget, his offensive line, most of them went to the Chargers this offseason. So not much protection, no running game. The defense wasn't as stellar as it's been in the past, and his supporting cast was absolutely awful. So I will give him some grace, as taking everything into consideration. Pete absolutely does make a great argument as well. For the most part, I don't usually watch a whole lot of baseball, but I do tune in. Obviously, both my brothers talk about it all the time, and I do think that's a really valid argument as well. That's probably, unfortunately, going to be my number two. With that being said, I will give Rich his flowers with nominating Mr. Cease because absolutely he was talked about as an MVP candidate, and boy, did that boy suck.
Yeah, he was trash.
He was
Trash.
absolutely atrocious. Complete abysmal numbers.
I'm also going to
And-
note close to the vest for me because I drafted him in the second round of fantasy baseball drafts. I
There's
hate
always
him.
an emotional reason.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
double hate him.
So with that
Yeah.
being said, the doggy for Overdog of the year goes to Dylan Cease, nominated by
Trash.
Rich. Congratulations.
Trash.
And can I just say that was like a very objectively good answer by you, Nick.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was good, Nick.
I put a lot of thought and effort to it. I don't want to be biased here. I just want to, have some numbers, stats incorporated to it, understand each perspective from where everyone's at. So,
Hell yeah.
I like it.
I hope Aaron Judge launches a million home runs off him in Toronto, by the way.
Yeah, me too. So, all right. So that takes care of the Overdog of the year. Let's bounce around now. Let's go to the hot take of the year for the Dog Talk Sports Awards here. And my hot take of the year, we're going to go recently to the NFL playoffs. And my hot take of the year was that if Josh Allen didn't get the job done in this playoffs, that his window to actually accomplish it, boom, shut the door, close the window, lock the keys away. Josh Allen, you will never, and I mean ever, go to the Super Bowl. And you hate to see it, but unfortunately, if you are still a Buffalo Bill by the end of your career, you will have had as many Super Bowl appearances as everybody on this podcast. I'm sorry, you hate to see it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good pick. Yeah, Josh Allen.
I'm going to
Interesting.
call that the Bills window closing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, the thing is with Josh Allen is I don't know if necessarily the window is closing because he's still so young, but I understand what you're saying in that aspect. So with that being said, I'll give mine here. And what was this one is the
Hot take of the
Hot take of
right?
the year.
Welcome, Jason.
Welcome, Mr.
Welcome.
Gold,
Welcome
There
to the
he
doggies.
is.
Here we go.
to the doggies. I love it.
Oh,
We're right in the middle of it. You're just in time. We're good.
okay.
All right. So this category is we're doing the hot take of the year, and then when we're done with all that, we'll fill you in on the awards that we already nominated, so that we could hear yours. So my hot take of the year is the angry Jets fans' guarantee of Mike Vrabel turning the New England Patriots around. Dan's take of Mike Vrabel being the best acquisition of the offseason has come to fruition in the most perfect sense of the word. So I got Dan and Mike Vrabel.
I appreciate the love. Okay, so the top three takes, I'm just going to spit them out with the AI had. Zach came in at number 3, November 2nd, NBA Rising Stars episode. Wembanyama is already a top 10 player in the league. That is absolutely true.
It's probably top
Coming in at number 2 was Ray. midseason State of the Union in the NFL, October 15th. 49ers have the best defense of the last decade. AI thinks that one was runner-up. The AI chose me. NBA early season reality check, November 4th, 2025. The Lakers should trade Anthony Davis before the deadline. I'm going to keep that as my hot take of the year because that just came to fruition. And I'm gonna take that one over the Vrabel one. I'm proud of the Vrabel one, but they haven't won the Super Bowl, and Anthony Davis was traded, so I'll take that.
Right.
Twice. Anthony Davis was traded twice in
10
not
months.
even a full calendar. Yeah, a full calendar year.
Yes.
Piece of shit.
So I'm really glad Jason joined at this time because this is a good time for Hot Take of the Year because I actually nominate myself, Jason, and the entire New York Knickerbockers fan base last year because we were goddamn sure that we were going to beat the Indiana Pacers and send our way to the NBA Finals. And man, were me, Jason, and all of the Garden and all of New York City wrong. But this year is a different conversation. But man, were we wrong a year ago.
Ray?
I'm gonna stick with the Bills. Called it. I said that they need to blow it up. Josh Allen should be traded. Sean McDermott's gone. Called that one. So that's my hot take of the year.
Jason?
Oh, it's my turn. I'm gonna call myself out on my hot take. I believe back when we did the quarterback rankings, I'm pretty sure I said number one quarterback was Jalen Hurts. Hot take.
That would go under dog shit take of
That
the
would
year.
go under dog shit take.
That could have topped.
That was a great take. Kevin Patullo fucked it up.
Oh, it's Patullo's fault for everything.
Here we go. Eagles playbook. Open it up.
Open up. Patullo.
Blame Kevin Patullo, number one.
Nick, participate in this one, please.
Honestly, this may be a little bit biased because for at least, in my opinion, the NFL anyway, I do kind of side with two very much. I mean, my personal hot take of the year was Mike Vrabel winning the offseason if you hired him. I mean, though, in my opinion, anyway, just from going back in history, from what he did in Tennessee and bringing Ryan Tannehill on that playoff run, I mean, that's just a new level of unbelievable. And he's doing the same thing again in New England, but better. I mean, he's in the Super Bowl. He actually has a franchise quarterback in Drake May. And not for nothing, the team really isn't that talented. It's 1,000,000%, in my opinion, all coaching. And whatever team hired him, they won everything. And it just unfortunately happens to be the team that we get to play twice a year.
That we hate the most.
That we hate the most. So after my, stating that in my opinion, that will be the hot take of the year award.
So the award, the doggy for hot take of the year goes to Mr. Danimal with his hot take that Mike Vrabel won the offseason and got the New England Patriots turned around. Mr. Danimal, accept your doggy.
Now, we'll see if I have an early nominee for that after saying that the Giants won the offseason simply by hiring John Harbaugh. We'll see if that comes true or not. I'm feeling that there's a much better chance that the Vrabel one will stick and that the Harbaugh one will he'll have a more difficult road to get to where they want to go.
Well, we're going to mark it down on the calendar. As I said today, the Giants will be winning the division next year.
That is the hot take.
That's a hot take right
That's
there.
a hot one. Hot, hot, hot.
I say a little mango habanero on the lips. You know what I mean?
So, since Jason has just joined us, let's catch him up
Yeah,
on
let's get him up to speed.
Let's get him up
Yeah.
to speed on some of the awards that have already been given out tonight. The first award of the evening for Rant of the Year went to Mr. Nick Barba for his New York Jets cry for help. Um,
Oh, good, because I had him nominated in my list, so that's perfect.
Fabulous. We just went over the hot take of the year. The overdog for most overrated player of the year went to Dylan Cease.
Okay.
Pack of the year.
What was yours? What was
Yeah,
what was
let's hear yours real quick.
Overdog of the year, I had Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh,
That's a fucking great
That would have been
that's-
great.
wow.
That would have been stellar, but I'm gonna stick to my guns still.
Wow.
That probably would have been a close two.
Yeah,
Wow.
let's see if Nick changes his mind to any of
Yeah,
these.
yeah.
Wow.
No, Brian Thomas Jr. is a
BTJ.
great
Oof.
one. That is a great one.
Fade of the year right there. All right. Pack of the year. That's best team in our opinion. It went to the Indiana Hoosiers
Football team.
football team.
Okay. I had the Seattle Seahawks as my pack of the year this year.
That's a fair pick.
All right. Let's see what else we did. The pup of the year was the rookie of the year went to the New York Football Giants, Jackson Dart.
I figured that.
What was your pick?
I had Tyler Shuck as my
The mother shucker.
Get out of here.
The mother shucker.
He did that entirely on
Fucker outta
purpose.
here.
I love Tyler Shuck.
He had half the fucking numbers. His stats are trash.
The mother shucker.
That's my dynasty quarterback right there.
Oh my God.
Dan, you're.
There we go.
I thought you had mic issues for a second, Dan.
We're back.
No,
We're
no,
back.
We're good.
And then we did the dog shit take of the year, went to yours truly for Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. Gonna turn around the Las Vegas Raiders and send them straight to the playoffs, baby.
I had you nominated as well back when we were talking about your Raiders.
Unanimous. Unanimous pick. Fabulous.
Wow.
All
That
right.
must have been that's so legend. The fact that all of us had it.
Fuck.
That's pretty good.
So we all collectively thought you were insane.
Including
In the
myself.
top three.
My God. All right. So with that being said, let's kick off a new category and let's get the doggy for best new dog, which would be best new addition to a team, whether it be a coach, a player, a water boy, whatever. And my nomination for the doggy for best new dog was wide receiver George Pickens for the Dallas Cowboys.
I will follow you there, Pete, because I also have George Pickens as my new to the pack nominee. What he did for the Cowboys passing attack can't be ignored. Career year, helped Dallas reach a top 5 total offense. Stack had a great bounce back year. CD Lamb also was eating because of it too, because it's like pick your poison now. If he could somehow stay with the Cowboys, that's a big weapon for them. But yeah, I got George Pickens, his 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns as my new to the pack nominee.
Look at Ray. Ray is just itching to shoot off triggers.
Look at him.
Well, I got one word to introduce mine. Duval. Liam Cohen. That is the best new dog of the year. How do you take a dog shit franchise and you turn it around, you unlock Trevor Lawrence, bang.
Like it.
I'm going to follow it up because I have a coach as well. And, unfortunately, he kind of did just win an award. But, I mean, the guy's coaching in the Super Bowl. Mike Vrabel's got to be the best new addition this year.
Jason?
I have I also have a coach, Ben Johnson for the Chicago Bears. Really turned them around, gave Caleb Williams the mentorship that he needed, and put them on the right track. So I'm going Ben Johnson is really the guy that
A lot of
needed
coaches
to be
love it.
hired.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I have to go with Vrabel as much as it hurts. If I was going to do a player and not a coach, it would be the Japanese pitcher that went to the Dodgers last year, who was absolutely lights out in the World Series. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Yamamoto.
Yamamoto. I mean, what
Yeah.
he did coming from a different country, I mean, to essentially lock it down for them was really, really amazing.
I decided to save Mike a coach for the leader of the pack award. So I decided to go with a player for this one. So, Nick.
You guys are giving me another tough one here. Yeah, so for the most part, to touch on the George Pickens thing, I mean, in general, I'm just the way I'm going to try to judge this is the magnitude of impact that was shown for the entire year. In general, George Pickens was an absolute key to unlocking that offense even further. But he does benefit from the fact that he does have CeeDee Lamb next to him on the same side of the ball. He does have a great quarterback in Dak Prescott. And honestly, that man made some insane catches this year. Absolutely insane catches. What an impact for the Cowboys team. Speaking on Liam Cohen, 100%. The Jaguars are always a laughingstock, just like all the bottom feeders in the league, the Browns, the Jets, Raiders, etc. They put up an unbelievable season. But it's
Raiders
unfortunately got cut short. Losing in the playoffs. Mike Vrabel in general took a great franchise who was down big time, and I wish it was down for much longer. But from a 4-win team to now playing in the Super Bowl with essentially the same roster, that's kind of insane. Yamamoto, to touch on him, the Dodgers were already great. He was just an addition to make them that much better. He is an absolute stellar player, and he has so much impact on that roster and their success. But there's a lot of other key components that are involved in winning a World Series, not necessarily just one of the pitchers in the rotation. So I don't really want to put too much weight on that in general. Who else am I missing here?
No, that was it. If I could push back a little bit on the Patriots running back the same roster.
Well, he said Ben Johnson.
They didn't have Travion Henderson. I'll give you that.
Well, they actually do have like 10 new starters on the team. They didn't spend a lot on all of them, but
no, they didn't have any flashy moves.
Right.
Is it more so what I was leaning towards improper verbiage.
Besides Milton, besides them getting Milton from the Eagles.
Yeah. Just for the most part in general, I mean, it's just kind of tough. I mean, I don't know if it's more biased to it, but what Mike Vrabel has done is just, it's unheard of. Like, you don't see this ever. You don't see a team being in that deep in the dumpster, and now they're in the Super Bowl, and honestly, they might win. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have a true number one wide receiver. Travion Henderson is showing some serious flashes. That man is good, but they don't have an all-star game-breaking running back. You know what I mean? They have a great defense, but a lot of it is coaching. So, unfortunately, I do have to say it. I mean, it seems like it's becoming a trend here, but that big of a difference from 4 wins to being in the Super Bowl, that's unheard of. And I got to give it to him.
All right.
All right, so the doggy for new pup goes to Mr. Mike Vrabel and the Patriots. Man, Mike Vrabel is cleaning up on the dog talk board. This is Mike Vrabel's second doggy of the evening.
Good Lord.
Yep.
Well, with that being said,
The
I
pain
think
and suffering for the Jet fans.
so. Let's see if this same energy continues over, because we're gonna go with our next category for the Dog Talk Sports Awards, and the Dog Talk Sports category of leader of the pack, which would be best coach. And my nominee for best coach, I nominate from the Chicago Bears, Ben Johnson. Again, Jason touched upon it earlier. He unlocked Mr. Fingernails and squeezed the most quarterbacking that he could get out of him. Maybe if he squeezes a little bit more next year, the Chicago Bears get over the hump and get a little bit further. But to me, the Bears being in the playoffs was just was not on my radar, and the one that was responsible for that most was Ben Johnson, in my opinion. And it could be shown that him leaving the Detroit Lions affected them just as much as he brought to the Chicago Bears. So a twofold on that one. I'm going with Mr. Ben Johnson.
All right. Something a little different. For my best coach, it's going to be Vrabel. I wanted to save him for this because he is the epitome of what a leader of the pack is. Like Nick pointed out, this really isn't an uber talented roster. Took him from 4 wins to the Super Bowl. Not much more really can be said. As Dan has famously said, this is Bill Parcells Jr. He is my leader of the pack, Mike Vrabel.
Good. I'm glad you mentioned all that bullshit because
I'm ready, Ray. Let's go.
I was so close to thinking that, yeah, Mike Vrabel does deserve this, but he doesn't. Kurt Signetti deserves this award because he took an not uber talented roster with less than 5 stars. Like I said before, he took a bunch of dogs, a bunch of kids, and won a national title undefeated. Kurt Signetti. Google him. He wins.
Well, I'm so happy that you just did that because, yes, if Kirk Signetti did not exist, the answer is Mike Vrabel. However, considering the circumstances, the Indiana football team that has had zero history of success in their entire history as a program, it is absolutely a slam dunk. Nothing comes close. Kirk Signetti, absolutely slam dunk.
Because Pete, who beat the Patriots this year?
The Raiders beat the Patriots. That's right, baby. That's right.
I like what you did there, Ray.
Who beat Kurt Signetti this year?
Nobody, baby.
So I didn't
Who did
pick
Kirk
it.
Signetti beat this year?
Everybody.
So I feel like the two of you just convinced me to change my answer, but I'll just stick with my original answer for fun. I went with Liam Cohen on this, mainly because the Jaguars had the 2nd overall pick in the draft last year. This guy came in, was a total freaking meme with the whole Duval thing on national television. And I give him a lot of props, man. My man walked into that building and had the balls on day one to go, yo, the GM you have here stinks. And if you don't get him out, I don't want to come here.
That's a good point.
That takes a lot of balls for not just any head coach, but a first-time head coach to come in there and say, you got to get the GM out of here. And then to lead Jacksonville to the season they had, to unlock the things in Trevor Lawrence that I think the world and all of us have been yearning and waiting to see since being picked number 1 overall. And I think the Jaguars are set up in that division for success for years to come because of Liam Cohen. So he is my pick as the leader of the pack because he did everything that I think a leader should do this year.
Jason?
I went actually with a baseball manager, and I went with Pat Murphy.
Okay,
The
I
dude's
like that.
won back-to-back manager of the years for the Milwaukee Brewers. I mean, he took them all the way to the NLCS, lost obviously to the Dodgers, but he took the Brewers there. Come on. That's
the
a
Brew Crew.
That's a great point. He's
Yeah.
very overlooked.
I like it.
Well, because what else
I
is there to
mean-
do in Milwaukee besides poop?
And
No,
drink
I
beer.
really like that answer.
Yeah, I
Respect
like that
that
one
answer.
too.
Respect that
I-
answer.
Honestly, I am very happy with the diversity of answers that we did get for this this category. It is, something like this is tough, especially when you have Rabel, in general, because that it just pains me. I can't even think about it. I mean, really, I can't even touch base on much more from what you guys have said. I mean, you said it as beautifully as humanly possible. The Brewers are just fucking shit. And the fact that they could get it there anyway in the first place, unbelievable. Liam Cohen took a dumpster fire organization year one to the season that he had as a first-time head coach. Honorable. Absolutely honorable. But for the standalone fact that from a man who just wins, this award is going to go to the head coach of the Indiana Hoosiers.
Ooh, here we
Google
go.
it.
Wow.
Google. Okay, Kurt Signetti gets
Zero
a
five-star
doggy.
recruits.
And the
Zero
doggy.
5-star recruits.
For leader of the pack goes to Mr. Kirk Signetti of the Indiana Football Hoosiers. This is his second award of the evening. Wow. Great nomination, Dan. Great nomination, Raymond.
Yeah, Ray took it there.
Yeah, agreed.
It's unbelievable.
Raymond standing 10 toes on the ground right there.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, honorable mention. I'd say that's a close two for me.
Wow, that's phenomenal. So we are burning through the awards right now. We are down to our final 3 awards of
Yes,
the
we
evening. The final 3. And I think what we'll do is we'll go in this order. I think we'll go underdog, villain, and then dog of the year. So
Love it.
the underdog of the year. And I mean, Ray has brought up fucking the Indiana Hoosiers all night long. I mean,
My surprise, it's coming again.
I opted for a player on this one. And my underdog of the year, former New York Jet, former Carolina Panther, former Minnesota Viking,
Big Dan, look away. Look away.
current quarterback of the one half of the Super Bowl defending team for the NFC, Mr. Sam Darnold, quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, of my underdog of the year.
I respect that pick. I
Yes.
respect that pick a lot.
Big time respect there. My underdog is a little different. It's a little bit different, probably a relative unknown. We are going to go towards basketball here. My underdog of the year is actually Michael Porter Jr., having probably the most underrated season for a basketball player in the league right now, completely snubbed from the All-Star game, having a career year. His averages are 25 and a half, 6 and 7. I mean, that's a ridiculous stat line for a
6,
team
7?
that's
6,
completely
7?
tanking. You're in timeout. Someone mute him. So yeah, I got Michael Porter Jr. playing for my lowly Nets, but worth every penny of that $38 million salary.
So I have nominated the Indiana football team. I have nominated Mr. Kurt Signetti. So now it is time to nominate the underdog of the year from the Indiana football Hoosiers. It is Fernando Mendoza. He started the year, track this, a plus 6,000 for to win the Heisman. Plus 6,000. So do that math right there. You bet 100, you win $6,000. So if you looked at Fernando Mendoza preseason and you said, that's the guy who's going to win the Heisman, everybody would have said, you're fucking crazy. And then he led them to a perfect season. Perfection is impossible in the sports world. It is damn near impossible. And that dude, future Raider, Fernando Mendoza, walked through fire. There is no comparison in any of your picks for underdog of the year than Fernando Mendoza.
You said it perfectly, and especially with what he did in the championship game and that final, that run cemented it, and it's absolutely Fernando Mendoza for me, without a doubt.
So my pick's a little interesting, and it follows along with former New York quarterbacks. I'm going to give this award to Mr. Daniel Jones. And I know he got hurt. He didn't finish the season, but what Daniel Jones was doing before he got hurt, I hate to say it, was very incredible. And I think if he stayed healthy, I think the Colts would have been a team to move on in the playoffs, and they maybe could have been a team to play in that championship game.
Get the red light out. Get the red
Potential
I get it.
MVP candidate.
It's what ifs. I get it. It's a what if, but that's my opinion. And what Daniel Jones did after coming off of all that adversity, all of the drama, all the bullshit in New York, dude came out and balled at the beginning of the year. I'm not going to let it go unnoticed. So that's my pick for underdog of the year, Danny Dimes.
Pete said it. He was an MVP candidate halfway through the year.
He was.
100% was. He was going to get
Well,
votes.
Here's
played on a broken leg.
Daniel Jones is the carriage, and let's hook your horse to the horse that is Jonathan Taylor to drag you to that MVP race.
Yeah, but look what happened when he got hurt.
Jeez.
The team was ass. So, he played a big part in that.
Because Jonathan Taylor had no gas left in the tank from dragging him there.
Look, the Ray biased against
I'm not gonna
Daniel Jones is just
real.
You know what?
Real.
It's been consistent. So
I would buy a Duke Daniel jersey right now and light it on fire in front of you to prove my point.
Dan, I need artificial intelligence to determine the ferocity of Ray's hate towards Daniel Jones.
I'm kidding. As soon as this episode is uploaded, it's going into the AI for analytics. That's it.
Jason, who you got?
I have Cal Raleigh as my underdog of the year. Granted, obviously, he runner-up in MVP, so I don't know how much of an underdog he is. But to go from a guy who was a good home run hitter to being a 60 home run hitter, unexpected. So I give it to Cal Raleigh.
And he does now lead all catchers in the category for home runs for a single
it's
season.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it
That's
was
fair.
a record-breaking season.
Overdog of the year.
You're right.
Fun fact, that was Pete's overdog of the year.
Okay.
I mean, most of us are Yankee fans here, so
No bias. Dan?
Mendoza,
Okay.
and it's not even close.
So you all, I got to say, you guys have some great selections. I want to give Rich a shout out for his Daniel Jones mention. Not for nothing, they looked stellar. And I understand the Jonathan Taylor dragging him there, but I mean, if you look at his numbers, that dude was lighting it up until he broke his leg.
How the Colts do in the playoffs?
Right. You dismissive fuck.
Until he broke his leg and said, nah, homie, fuck that. I'm playing on it. to then proceed to tear his Achilles.
Boy,
I'm going to throw that
Oh
out
my
there.
God,
That
Ray.
was
Ray, if Jackson Dart played on a broken leg, you would walk the streets with your pants down with a rock hard going, Jackson Dart, Jackson Dart.
That'd be the
Jackson
only
Dart."
thing that would have beaten Fernando out. You're 100% correct, Pete.
correct.
so. I gotta say that is one hell of a nomination. Unfortunately, I can't give it to him because he didn't finish the season, and it's too many
Fair.
what ifs.
I would have said
But
that on the podcast right now.
I did have to. I had to throw that out there because I thought that was one hell of a nomination. I mean, in general, I'm not going to harp on it too much. You guys had a lot of great takes, but I would love to say Sam Darnold, future Super Bowl MVP, my deep down at heart New York Jet that I'll never let go. Unfortunately, that shithole fucking franchise did. But for the underdog of the year, I mean, without question, it has to be Fernando Mendoza.
That's 3 Indiana.
Indiana, really,
Indiana and Mike Vrabel running away with the
running
annual
away with all the
doggies.
doggies. This year.
And the doggy.
I'm just going to let it be known that it's funny because this is the first one, but I guarantee you it'll be a long time before we're giving awards to college football teams again.
You might be right.
Good point.
The
That
doggy for underdog of the year, Mr. Future Las Vegas Raider, Mr. Fernando Mendoza, the Indiana Hoosiers. This is the third award for the Indiana Hoosiers. Shout out to Raymond for the nomination once again.
Love to see it.
And not for nothing, if that run and that team wasn't as special, not a single one of us would be talking about college football right now.
Kind of
That's
my
very
point.
true.
Yeah.
That's my
very
point
true.
though. That run was so special
Yeah.
that like next year it's not, I don't think we're going to have a special college football run to talk about like this.
No, you got to give flowers when flowers is due, and
Yeah,
I
100%.
mean,
bravo to them. They were a special team.
and we'll never be talking about the Indiana Hoosiers like that, probably ever again.
I credit your guys. I credit your guys' sports mind for thinking of them because they crossed my mind, but not to the degree that it's crossed your guys' mind.
For a general sports award show, I had to think of them. I mean, what was the
I don't
most
disagree.
impressive thing you've seen in the last year? Really?
Yeah.
You're totally right.
And
I
not
think
to
the problem is a lot of us are just so tuned into the NFL versus college football that like we kind of naturally draw to that.
Not to spoil anyone's night, but that will be my last Indiana football nomination for the evening.
Thank
Same.
God.
Same. No worries.
Shout out. All right. Now for the penultimate award of the evening, we will go to the Dog Talk Sports category of Villain of the Year.
I politely request to go last.
And my nomination for the doggy for Villain of the Year, the New York Yankees front office owner Hal Steinbrenner, general manager Brian Cashman, manager Aaron Boone, all collectively have taken my hope and my optimism for the New York Yankees and tossed it in the dog shitter. And all levels need to be accountable. Hal for trying to fugaze us with you can't assume that the New York Yankees, a $7 billion franchise, make a profit.
795 million in
Brian
revenue.
Cashman trying to fugaze us with, what do you mean? This team is different. We made changes. Thank you, Paul Goldschmidt, for re-signing with the New York Yankees today. And Aaron Boone, you piece of shit, for putting Nestor Cortez in against the Los Angeles Dodgers and giving up the World Series. That collective trio, hot take, we will never win a World Series with the three of them collectively at the helm ever.
I think I said that like 2 years ago.
Well, I'm stamping it and reiterating it.
Good.
That's my villain of the year, the New York Yankees front office. Fuckers.
Okay.
I request to go second to list.
Okay.
I'll go if no one else wants to go.
Go ahead, Jason.
Go ahead, Jason.
Alright. My villain of the year is none other than Tyrese Halliburton of the Indiana Pacers.
I
And
like
that's
that.
it. That's exactly it. The fuck. If we won game one, we win the whole damn thing. I stamp it.
It's a good one.
Fucking God.
You know what? I'm going to go with the AI pick on this one, and I haven't done that very much at all. But you know what? On the surface, it makes all the sense, and it's non-biased. Draymond Green. Draymond Green has been
Horrible.
a villain to the point where now he's a villain. He's been a villain on his own team. I
My
mean, he was
God.
in trade talks before this deadline. So, yeah, I'm going Draymond Green.
Oh my God, you picked Donkey from Shrek.
Yes, I did.
All right, so my pick, these Jet fans are really going to like this pick.
Uh-oh.
For villain of the year, it's going to be Terry Pagula, Brandon Bean, and the Bills front office.
Oh,
Now,
I
the
do like
reason I picked them is specifically due to what happened a month ago when they sat up there after they fired Sean McDermott and essentially threw their players and McDermott under the bus, stating that McDermott drafted and signed players that Brandon Bean didn't agree to. You're going to tell me they're not going to be villains now? They're going to have players that don't want to play for them.
That's
The Bills
Poor
are
Keon
going,
Coleman.
the Bills are going to be a nightmare in 2026.
Yeah, they're not even going to be any different.
Wow.
A nightmare. So those are my villains of the year. I also have a fun honorable mention for my buddy Zach and my buddy Pete, because this can't go unnoticed. Villain of the year honorable mention, the man who tapped out the GOAT, Gunther.
You know what?
Oh,
You are
my
damn
God.
right. You are
I
damn
can't
right.
let that
Oh
go
my
unnoticed.
How
Gunther
dare
tapped
he?
out the GOAT and retired the GOAT. I can't let that go unnoticed.
Watch that live. Watched it live.
I did
we
watch it
we
live.
only
I was
talk
there.
about actual sports
I was
on this podcast.
Listen, we talk about whatever I want to.
We talk about everything, Dano, and it's sports entertainment. And Gunther, you're a piece of shit too.
That's right.
Now,
So, yeah, and fuck Terry Pagula. That guy's
I apologize for being unknowledgeable. Who's that guy we're talking about here?
he's the guy that tapped out John Cena.
That's all
in
you need
John
to know.
Cena's last match.
Picture
That's all you
Okay.
need to know.
Picture a modern day Nazi, basically, and he tapped out
Taking out your
everyone's
GOAT.
childhood hero, Mr. John Cena, Mr. Never Give Up, and he,
Hustle, loyalty, respect.
God, 25-year career, and
Stone Cold Steve Austin was my childhood hero.
yeah, well, Stone Cold Steve Austin's pretty fucking cool, but John Cena, most Make-A-Wishes in the world on this planet, and that guy choked them out.
Hate to see it.
Fuck.
Ray, did you go yet?
Not yet.
I can't wait for mine. I
I
can't
think
wait.
it's down to just Ray and Zach. So.
Yeah,
I can't
Ray,
wait.
Ray
Hey,
and Zach.
Nick, do you have one?
I mean, I'm not going to disclose that because that's part of, for the most part, what someone already said. So I want to hear everyone else out first before I, get to be
I
able to say
respect
anything.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you a tale of real evil. This is actual proof that evil exists in the world. It is Mr. James Dolan and Chris Drury.
Oh,
Yeah, that is the real evil of the world. Because let's. I want you to take you back to a time in 2016, right? Picture this: Madison Square Garden, the Stanley Cup The LA Kings versus the New York Rangers. And what happens? This is when the thief of joy comes in. Chris Drury wasn't even in the building yet, but Mr. James Dolan, the owner, right, doesn't care about championships. Does not care. He's ruined 2 franchises. Thankfully, one is turned around. The other is the worst professional sports team in the world right now. Chris Drury has taken a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals multiple times and now will be the bottom barrel of the NHL. They can't win a game. They haven't scored enough. They've gotten outscored by over 20 points. There's a point differential that's going to be never be seen before and probably will never be seen again in professional hockey by a
Oh,
Chris Drury led team. That is disgraceful. How are you one of the original 6 NHL teams and you are going to break records like the Jets breaking not having an interception record? It's absurd to think that this man still has a job. I could walk in there and manage this team better than this fucking fool. And the fact that that owner allows it and James Dolan does not care about producing a championship winning team in Madison Square Garden, you should be locked behind bars and left to rot for eternity.
Whoa.
Ray, I have to say that I, this is going to be the one time that I change my pick on this show. I'm going to change my pick from Draymond Green to the Rangers front office because of everything that you just said. They had a winning formula there, and then when he showed up, he essentially tanked them.
You have one of the best coaches in the world, and he's coming out saying, I don't know what to do. He literally said to national media, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, man. It's tough to argue against what you're saying.
Baffling.
All right. So I'll finish this one off because this is a little different. This one's a little different. I put some major thought into it. It is in the baseball world. I put some real thought into it, and the easy thing would have kind of piggybacked off Pete and done the Yankee front office, Aaron Boone. Usually what I rant about 24/7. But my villain of the year is someone that is involved with the New York Yankees in some capacity. My villain of the year is Michael Kay. And I'm going to sit here and tell everyone here why. Because Michael Kay is the most condescending loser on New York sports radio who is just angry and bitter that he got kicked off of his own show and got relegated to the 4:00 show, the B show, and is consistently telling us Yankee fans that we should stop complaining. What do you mean this team's bad? You are just hating to hate. This is a 95-win team. Why are you upset? We're not running it back. Just another mouthpiece paid shill by this Yankee regime. He needs to just stick to calling baseball games and get off the radio and stop interacting with every single Twitter user on your Twitter account, calling them an idiot, calling them fools, calling them all these little things because you're a sensitive little jerk off. So my villain of the year is the voice of the New York Stankies, Michael Kay.
I agree with everything that you just said.
Bravo.
I agree
I
with
just want you
everything
to
that
know,
you just said.
I love that live and in living color. I was here and present for it to be clipped, and it'll now be on the internet. When Zach Barba, one of my dearest best friends, called Michael Kay out on the internet. Bravo. Well done.
My God.
Because he
can't
deserves
resist
to be
that.
called out, and he deserves to
Absolutely.
be called out for more than just his Yankees shell takes. He is
Absolutely.
actually categorically a fool on the national airwaves on a day-to-day basis, and I will support that 100%.
One day
But
I'm back.
changing my pick.
My God.
Changes this pick twice.
My
Uh,
God. I was about to
I'm
say,
changing-
changes it
I'm
twice.
Changing my
This-
pick. My pick is still the Rangers front office because
This
Ray is
right
right.
here is gonna get clipped and this is what's going to take Dog Talk Sports to the next level.
To the next level
is
we've
when
all
Michael
been
K
here
picks
for
this
it.
up and responds to it.
Well, I'm gonna go out first and say, thank you, Pete, for lightening me with that picture, because John Cena was a childhood hero for me growing up as a child, and that guy is a fucking Nazi bastard. I'm just gonna show the world the glorious picture that was sent to my phone, just for everyone to enjoy.
Oh
That's
God.
my
How
goat getting
lovely.
tapped out. I couldn't let that get unnoticed. That's
How
my goat
terrible.
right there.
Thank
Get
you
it
very
off the
much.
screen. Get it off the screen.
I said goodbye to my goat live in living color, by the way.
Terrible.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna throw out there, as you guys are talking, I decided my own villain of the year. And it's fucking Woody Johnson. That guy can croak. All right, carry on.
Saw that
So-
across the room.
It's all
That was
media.
predictable.
So I gotta say, I mean, you guys are doing a stellar job, an absolutely stellar job. This has been so fun and incredible to be a part of. I mean, Ray, you hit it so beautifully with the Rangers front office. And as a fellow Yankee fan and Ranger fan, everything sucks. I don't love being a customer. I don't watch the Yankees anymore because I don't like being a customer. More so ruining the love of baseball for me. But honestly, you save the best for last. Michael K can go fuck himself.
Wow. And God, I can't believe and the doggy for villain of the year goes to the voice of the New York Stankies.
Bet y'all didn't have that on your bingo card.
Michael K, nominated by host Zach Barba.
I'd like to accept this award on behalf of all my fellow true Yankee fans out there that are listening to the radio, dialed into WFAN, hoping for the good old days of the Michael K show, and are just left with this atrocity of what this thumb looking man from Spy Kids has been doing, and just needs to stop speaking, needs to get off social media, needs to get off of everything, and just needs to announce when the 6'7" home run king hits bombs out of Yankee Stadium. That's all I ever want to hear him say. So with that being said, I accept this award, and Michael K, you stink.
I just want to put something out there for the record that this category, while broad, Jason was the only one who actually nominated a professional athlete. So I'd like to point that out, and I do agree from a Knicks fan's perspective that Halliburton is absolutely a villain of a player.
All right, fine. If I was going to nominate a player, it would have been Geno Smith for tanking my fucking season. That piece of shit.
You should thank him for Fernando Mendoza, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually he's not a villain.
He's actually the hero of
He's
your
the
story.
hero
And so
Yeah.
is
that I
Pete
didn't
Carroll.
know I needed.
For Knicks fans, Tyrese Halliburton is the one and only
He is the
villain
villain.
Yeah.
as a
He used to
player.
be villain.
Young
For
and now
any
it's
sports franchise, this was the biggest suck my hairy ass I've ever seen
the
in my life.
coldest
Yes,
picture.
it was. Yes, it was. And that hurt.
And now, the final award of the evening.
Here we
Oh
go.
boy.
Before we get to it, I just want to thank everybody for coming out onto this podcast tonight, for actually participating in the doggies. Thank you for everyone watching on YouTube, listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Phenomenal episode. I love every second of this. And now, for the final award of the evening, Dawg of the year. And now, I had one pick initially, and that was the 6'7" home run king, because he's smashing 53 home runs, slashing 331 batting average, leading the major leagues in walks. But I changed it. I changed it about 5 minutes ago because I would be remiss if I did not nominate the never seen 17-time world heavyweight champion, 1-time intercontinental champion, 4-time tag team champion, Grand Slam champion, 2-time Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner, 6 WrestleMania main events, and the most Make-A-Wishes on this planet. The GOAT John Cena is my pick for Dawg of the Year in his retirement tour, winning his 17th world title, beating the legendary Ric Flair. Woo! The GOAT of GOATs, John Cena, is my Dawg of the year.
It's Gunther for actually beating that.
We don't need any of the kind of that negativity on this show right now.
Block him out.
My
villain of the year's over.
He has a point.
You can't nominate me. I'm villain of the year's over.
I'll go next, I guess. My Dawg of the year is going. I mean, it has to be Aaron Judge. I mean, I couldn't have picked any other human for it to be Dawg of the year. Not only for winning American League MVP, but finally having that amazing postseason moment where he hit the game-tying home run against the Blue Jays. Having 3 of the best statistical seasons by a right-handed hitter in the last 3 years, and continues to show that he's not slowing down at all. And how could I possibly not pick him for one of my most famous sound bites in the history of this show? So my Dawg of the year is indeed the 6'7", 282-pound AL home run king, Aaron Judge.
So I was going to pick Aaron Judge because, all due respect to him, he's the king, right?
King of New York.
But
Ain't no baseball.
I changed my answer for one reason and one reason only. No. It's a little bit more of a homer pick for me. And it's more so just because of what he's done to the team that is the New York Knicks. I'm going Jalen Brunson. The things Jalen Brunson's done since getting to New York has been nothing short of incredible. And, some of you guys in here have been watching basketball a lot longer than me, but this guy's probably the best point guard the Knicks have ever had.
You're welcome, by the way. The Dallas Mavericks are idiots.
So, and to me, I mean, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but he might be the biggest star that's worn that uniform since Patrick Ewing. So I can't not say he's not my Dawg of the year. This dude is absolutely electric every night.
Yeah, and I'm piggybacking on Rich here because I also had Aaron Judge originally, and I said everyone else is going to say Aaron Judge. So I switched it also to the other king of New York, who is Jalen Brunson. No other person has come into the city like he has and been able to be crowned the king like he has done. So he for that reason is the Dawg of the year.
All that's left is a chip.
That's it.
Speaking of chips, I'm going to take all recency bias out. I'm going to take all homer bias out. I'm going to talk about a real dog, right? Because there's only one that did something historic last year. When you talk about an athlete, and this is going to be very controversial yet, but you'll see where I'm going with this, right? The real dog of 2025 is Lando Norris. Lando Norris had one of the most historic championships of all time. He ended a 17-year McLaren drought in the championship, and he beat the king of F1, Max Verstappen, right? Ended 2 dynasties by winning a championship. He also hold on, I got it here.
Is this racing?
Yes.
This is F1 racing. Yes.
I was fucking Googling
it. Just shit all over race. Is this
I'm done. If you don't know who Lando Norris is, what are we doing?
No,
Zach didn't even know what sport
the
this
nomination.
was.
I respect the nomination, and no, Zach would not know anything about racing.
I was like, I'm
Zach
pretty
is
sure
the
this is
villain of
racing.
this show for
Yes.
shitting on it. Is this racing?
Oh my.
It's Zach's brain. All he's screaming is left turn, left turn.
No, that's NASCAR. That's different.
I know.
Glad we know
it.
that.
We're not talking about NASCAR?
It was a great nomination.
No,
though.
no, we're talking Formula
We're talking about
One.
F1 racing.
Oh,
2026 Villain of the Year pick in as Zach Barber for this one.
Good.
Fair.
I love it. I pretty much am the villain of this show. So
God, Dano, please, with your dog of the year.
Okay. The way that I took this is
Oh,
a guy who just absolutely, as long as he's walking and breathing, he dominates. And yes, that could be Aaron Judge. However, there's mixed opinion that, and we're biased, so we're going to say Aaron Judge is the best baseball player, but there's mixed opinion on that.
That baseball?
I'm not going to go the baseball route, especially since I figured a couple of people would pick Aaron Judge. Instead, Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is the best basketball player on earth, and he has been as long as he's been healthy. ESPN actually did a league-wide survey, and as basically everybody said, as long as he's walking and breathing, he's the best guy in our game right now. He's putting up historic all-time numbers, top 2 in the entire decade in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and plus minus. That's an absurd all-around dominance in a sport that, let's be honest, is not exactly tailor-made for goofy white guys. He's breaking legendary records, and he will have the record for triple doubles all time next year. And that's insane when you think about how long he's been playing. There are experts that think that he's the best player ever in the history of basketball. And by the time his career is over, the numbers might actually support that argument. So give me Nikola Jokic every day of the week.
That
he
right,
lost to Jalen Brunson the other day, just saying.
that's the hot take of
He
the
just
year
came
right
back.
now.
He just came back.
very
from an injury.
technically, he should have 5 MVPs already.
Yeah.
If you really think about it,
100%.
he
Joel
should have
Embiid
5.
should not have won any single one of those years.
Yeah,
Well,
they gave
Nikola
it to
Jokic
Joel.
was
They gave it to Embiid, and they gave it to Shai just for voter fatigue. I mean, he
So-
really should have won it 5 years in a row.
So he has 4 MVPs and a finals MVP.
Oh, he has 4. Oh, so he should
Yeah.
have 6 then.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
crazy.
Am I wrong in saying that he has 4 MVPs? Somebody fact check me. Am I wrong?
I think it's 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah, I think it's 3 because he should have 5, which would tie him with LeBron James.
I agree that he should have 5.
Yeah, he should.
So, yes, he only has 3. That's
3.
correct.
Yeah. 3.
3, and he doesn't even want to play the sport.
No,
All
he
he wants
doesn't,
to
he
do is
wants
go
to
with
be
his
with his
horses.
horses.
which is
That's it.
insane.
Imagine if he actually loved playing basketball.
Think about it.
Yeah. Imagine.
He's not even trying.
He just
No.
plays because his handlers make him.
Yeah.
And he's a goofy white guy playing this sport that is not tailored to goofy white guys.
He's a big goofy Serbian.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to start out by giving you my dogs of the year, plural. My dogs of the year go to everybody on this show. Gives me something to look forward to and listen to every single week while I'm dealing with the nonsensical BS of a work life that nobody wants to enjoy, and you guys make it that much better and give me that much of an excitement to tune in so I can enjoy my work day for at least an hour and a half. So my dogs of the year go to these wonderful hosts that we have that give us entertainment every single week. Thank
love
you.
to hear
Bravo.
and see things like this. We
Shout
love to see
out
it.
right
Shout
there.
out. Shout out.
Now, because it has been a lot, can we? I know. Can we go over everyone's nominations? We had Jalen Brunson, Nikola Jokic, John Cena,
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge, and
the
Norris.
racer guy.
So
can I get a name?
just-
I want to put respect on the name from the guy who solely by himself. Yes, in racing you do have a team,
Lando
but only
Calrissian.
one person is driving that car.
I could reach.
Yeah, so Nick, to recap, Pete had John Cena, Rich
Yes.
and Jason had Jalen Brunson, Ray had Lando Norris, Zach had Aaron Judge, and I had Jokic.
I love you, Ray.
Hey, guess what? Jalen Brunson went 4 for 20 tonight. Good job.
Yeah, the Knicks lost by 40 tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah,
All right.
Jalen Brunson is not my dogs of the year.
So I'm
Took
gonna
the night off. Hey, we're talking about last year. It was a dog last year.
I'm gonna go out and say, for the most part, I'd at least say my bottom tier would probably be Jalen Brunson out of everything here, just by the level of magnitude of talent and skill, and true, in my opinion, dogs that deserve their flowers. Jalen Brunson's a stud. Don't get me wrong. Best point guard I've ever seen as a Knick. John Cena in his own right might not be my favorite WWE wrestler because that's The Rock, baby. If you know what I'm talking about. Can you smell what he's cooking?
Can you smell?
But that dude is absolutely one of the most legendary wrestlers on the planet and legendary humans on the planet, nonetheless. I think that should go without saying. 1,000%. Aaron Judge, he might be the best Yankee I've ever seen. As crazy as that sounds, it's either him or Jeter. But for the most part, Nikola Jokic, I mean, he is dominant in his own right. Dude doesn't even fucking try. He wants to just be with his horses. He gets his bag. He gets, whatever the case may be, should be MVP every single year. But just on the sole right of, if we're talking about humans, either on and off the court, in the ring, or out of the ring, my dog of the year is going to go to John Cena.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, love it.
Yes.
We love different winners. We love it.
And the doggy.
Ray, I'm going to say, well, first off, screw everybody for shitting on your nomination, bro.
Hold on.
I didn't shit on it. I was just making sure that it was racing.
I just
He
want to
goes-
know how
he goes,
Jalen Brunson
"Is
is
this
below
racing?"
a driver and a actor.
Said, is this racing?
Dan, pull up. I want you to go to your AI system right now.
Yeah,
Pull up
yeah.
MVP across all sports in 2025. It's going to
MVP.
tell you. It's going to tell you so all the time.
I
I
actually
was
already
about
did
to
that,
say,
and it's going to come up with a bunch of categories that, it's skiing, snowboarding, and speed skating were the top 3 for best current athlete.
Can
So-
you put the nominees that we gave into your AI?
Yeah, so nominees
I can't read that right.
for
Listen,
Best-
I just wanted to make sure that he was talking about racing and not like
That was
cricket
really the
or
funny part of
something.
Zach. Zach just goes,
Is this
racing?
racing?
Is this racing?
John Cena, Jalen Brunson, Lando Norris,
Zach called him
Nikola
Lando Calrissian.
Jokic, and
We can go on record and say these are all heavy hitters.
Aaron
Heavy hitters.
Judge.
I hope it's
Minus
Aaron
Who
Brunson.
is the best in your estimation, is how I'm going to put it.
Judge. It's probably gonna
not-
say Aaron Judge.
If it's not the GOAT John Cena, I'm leaving.
How I evaluate best overall athlete: dominance in their sport, peak performance level, consistency over time, impact on winning. Category by category breakdown. My best pick I'm just going to go. My pick, the best overall, Nikola Jokic. Final answer, Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
Did it give you an order?
So it did. Or actually, no. Let me just
Ask
say,
him to order it.
put them in order.
Lando last.
Oh,
So number 2, obviously, Aaron Judge.
Okay.
Number 3, and this is where Ray deserves flowers, Lando Norris. F1 requires absurd reflexes, precision, endurance, and mental processing. Norris is a top-tier driver in the most physically and cognitively demanding motorsport on the planet. Then after that, Jalen Brunson, elite NBA point guard, rising star, franchise cornerstone. And then after that, John Cena.
Well, yeah.
well, the doggy for dog of the year goes to the never seen 17, the GOAT, Mr. John Cena.
The last real champion.
The last real champion. I will accept this award on behalf of Mr. John Cena. Thank you for your contributions in the ring, out of the ring. As Nick said, an overall stand-up human being. You love to see it because you know what? Some people say you can't see him, but we can all see greatness. And John Cena, you are the dog of the year.
Love.
In a world where there is
Nick.
a lot of evil, we had to shed some light on good people on this planet, and that man 1000% is one of the best humans and celebrities on this planet.
And to vindicate Nick and his pick and Pete and his nomination, best humanitarian out of all 5 people, ranked 1 to 5, John Cena, the clear number 1, according to AI. This isn't even close. Cena is one of the most prolific humanitarians in all of sports entertainment. Record holder for most Make-A-Wish wishes granted, over 650. Constant charity work with children's hospitals, anti-bullying campaigns, disaster relief support, massive donations, often quietly. Often quietly. He is in a completely different tier from the rest of your nominees. If the category is humanitarian, Cena wins by a mile.
You love to hear
We
it.
don't just endorse dogs. We endorse good people.
Good dog.
I would say
Good
they're
doggies.
dogs.
I would
Good
say they're
doggies.
dogs. I would
They're
say they're
dogs.
dogs.
There you go, dogs.
So, I mean, with that being said, that was the last category, an award for the first annual Dog Talk Sports Awards.
First annual. This was epic, boys. Lot of fun. Pete, this was a fantastic idea. This now goes up in the rafters as one of the 3 or 4 most important shows of the year. This is going to be a staple going forward.
Top tier.
Top
Mega cast.
Megacast. I know Jason entered in halfway through. And before we started the awards, we kind of broke down of what our current sports takes were of what's going on in the world. Do you have any current sports news or takes that you wanted to share? Anything with the Knicks, Eagles, anything?
Just that I can't wait for Jim Schwartz to be the defensive coordinator in 2027 for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Good.
You know what? It's
Good
probably gonna
chance.
happen.
Listen, if Sirianni has a shit year, he could be the head coach of the
I said the
Philadelphia
same
Eagles. So, but I mean, Super Bowl is in 2 days.
Yep.
Shall we get a Super Bowl prediction, a Super Bowl MVP prediction,
Yeah, to finish it out.
Yep.
a player to watch?
Definitely.
I mean, I'll go first. Man, the New England Patriots, they're underdogs going into this, but that defense of the Seattle Seahawks is just top tier, and Drake May has struggled mightily in these playoffs.
Yep. Overlooked thing.
I'm going to Seahawks, and my Super Bowl MVP, man, I'm gotta say my underdog of the year, Sam Darnold. But if you had to pick an oddball, I'm gonna go with Rashid Shaheed is the Super Bowl MVP by returning the opening kickoff for a touchdown.
I might lock that in as a bet.
I'm also going to go the Seahawks route. I think it's not even going to be close. I think it's going to be like a 38-14 kind of game. I'm going to go with Jackson, Smith, and Jigba as my Super Bowl MVP.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray, for correcting the wrongs that were had last night.
Yes. Yes. You know what, Ray? I completely agree with Ray. I have the Seahawks winning this game. I don't think it's going to be close either. I think there's just so much to deal with Seattle. I don't think the Patriots are talented enough on the offensive side of the ball, and Drake May has not had a good playoffs. The one thing that's really been tucked under the rug, in my opinion, for the Patriots is how poorly he has played. His passer rating for this postseason is 59. He's not played well.
He started padding that excuse with his injury, so
yeah,
Drake
exactly.
May to throw an interception, hammer it.
Exactly. I'm going to take the Seahawks. I also think the Super Bowl MVP will be Jackson Smith and Jigba. So me and Ray will piggyback that.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Seattle Seahawks, and hopefully that the box score ends with a 1 and a 7, preferably. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
And I'll go, Sam Darnold, I think, is actually going to win MVP. I think they're just going to give it to him, and that's going to be it.
Go ahead, Dan. Okay, cool. I'm also gonna go with the Seattle Seahawks. It's a horrible Super Bowl that I have to watch, unfortunately. But honestly, I would just want Sam Darnold to ball out as hard as humanly possible. Get rid of the seeing ghosts narrative. He's been honestly just completely, for the most part, overlooked, underappreciated his entire career. And honestly, Sam Darnold, my Super Bowl MVP, I think it's going to be 31-10 in a blowout fashion. And if I was to pick an MVP that's a little oddball, Booper Bup, Super Bowl MVP 2-time.
Wow.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Just to give you a heads up, receivers against Mike Vrabel's defense this year has been atrocious, and Cooper Kupp's going to get overlooked 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Hold the phone.
That's earth-shattering.
Wow.
Okay.
I may have to lock that bet in.
Wow.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I was trying to be different just to be different. I want Sam Darnold to play well. I am picking the Seahawks to win. I think they'll pull away, as I said to Pete in the last pod. It'll be close until probably the fourth quarter, and then they'll pull away. My sleeper player to watch for MVP is Byron Murphy II out of Texas. Just an absolute beast, and could force some fumbles, because you know what? Yeah, Drake May has thrown interceptions, but he's fumbled the ball a ton of times. So look out for Byron Murphy II.
I'm picking Seattle too. I do think the game will probably. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I don't think.
No, fuck the Patriots.
I don't think it'll be a 1 touchdown game. My player to watch though is actually going to be Kenneth Walker. I think Seattle's going to have to run the shit out of the ball. I think they're going to be ahead.
Big Kenny.
They're going to come out in the second half, and they're just going to have to run the rock. So I think dude could have 100 yards and maybe a touchdown or 2.
Wow. Family pick all around for the Seattle Seahawks.
Yo, you know what we should do for
Bet
fun?
the Patriots.
No, let's do something. Let's do something a little fun, all right? For this first annual thing. Super Bowl's on Sunday. Let's each pick a leg for a parlay, and we'll throw together a Dog Talk Sports parlay, whether we all throw in $1 or $5, whatever. We each pick a leg, we put that together for the Super Bowl, and then we split the winnings if we hit.
Boom. All right, so
I like it.
Rich, you started off with your leg.
I like Kenneth Walker for anytime touchdown. Kenny Walker.
Too easy.
All right,
You need to throw some easy ones in there.
Listen, all right, we'll take that. Boom, right there. Kenny Walker, anytime Tud.
Somebody
Dano,
write this down. Somebody write
put
this
this
down.
into your AI and ask him how likely it is
Okay.
after.
I'll write it. I'll have it written down.
Kenny Walker anytime. Who wants to throw a leg in there next?
Christian Gonzalez recorded an interception.
Oh, wow, we're going specific.
Wow.
And the parlay is over.
Okay.
And
I don't
just like
think,
that,
I don't think you
just threw
can
my money
parlay
away.
individuals like that.
Yeah, we got to fact check if we could do that.
Yeah, I don't know
let's
if we
be
can
sure.
parlay that.
All right, so make it Patriots defense at least one interception.
Okay. So Darnold to throw a pick.
Yes.
That
Okay.
works. Darnold to throw a pick works.
I'll go next. I'm going to say Cooper Kupp, 75 yards.
Okay.
I like it.
75.
We're just going full shaboozy on this one.
I'll have one. Drake May anytime touchdown.
Okay.
Oh, a rushing. I love it.
Okay,
He's
May.
mainly scored on the ground
On
this
the ground in the
postseason.
playoffs. Yep.
Okay.
I like it.
So, with you calling out Drake May, I was going to say something about his rushing yards. I'm not going to take that now, and I will come back to me.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to stick with the Patriots side of the ball then. I'm going to go with Hunter Henry. Plus, let's see, 40 plus receiving yards.
I like that.
Love it.
Almost went 50. I don't know if he gets to 50.
I think he'll probably have 65, to be honest with you.
You think? All right,
Yeah,
then go
Seattle's
plus 50
defense
then.
is really, really good out
All right,
on
so
the outside.
yeah, hammer Hunter Henry plus 50.
All right. Plus 50. Got it written down.
So what do we have so far?
So, we have Kenny Walker, anytime Tud. Drake May, anytime Tud. Sam Darnold, interception. Hunter Henry, 50 yards receiving.
Cooper Kupp 75.
Cooper Kupp, 75 yards receiving. What you got, Danimal?
Let me think about this. I'm going to go Seattle with 2+ sacks. Is that something that we can do, Nick?
I
Or
don't
anybody?
think we can parlay that.
So does
I'll throw
it
it
need
in,
to be an
I'll throw it in
individual?
FanDuel right now. I'll tell us if we can parlay. I'll just throw it in FanDuel.
I have the Seahawks getting at least 2 sacks. So if we need to put that to one player or another, I would rather just give it to the team, though.
I don't think you're going to be able to do the interception.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we just have Darnold to throw a pick.
No, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can parlay that
We might not be able to parlay that, right?
on FanDuel.
That's stupid.
I think on DraftKings you could do something like that.
All right, well,
So anyone with a DraftKings,
it still
account.
technically counts, I guess.
And I'm going to drop Cooper Kupp down to 50 yards. We'll be a little bit more conservative.
Okay.
Just because I feel like a lot of this seems likely, and then I feel like I just don't want to ruin it if he just gets like 60 and that's it.
I get it.
All right, so what do we have right now? It's Kenneth Walker anytime, Drake May anytime, Cooper Kupp 50 receiving yards. We want defensive.
Hunter Henry for 52.
Hunter Henry for 52. Player to record a sack. Player alt sacks. Okay. Who did we say, Dan?
Just 2 sacks for Seattle.
Just 2 sacks for Seattle, if that's possible.
Yeah, it's only giving me players.
Okay.
Go Byron Murphy. Just go Byron Murphy, sack.
Okay.
I like it.
Byron Murphy sack.
Okay.
Okay.
Byron Murphy sack. Hunter Henry receiving yards.
Who else needs to go?
And me.
I think Pete. Yeah, just Pete.
Okay.
Jason, you said 50 receiving yards?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking. You can't do the Sam Darnold interception on there.
That's terrible.
Should be able to do Patriots defense for interception.
So you have Gonzalez interception, right, Ray?
I changed it to Patriots defense, but yeah.
Yeah, I think you could do
Okay.
Patriots defense for a turnover, right?
Still can't do it.
Yeah, you can't parlay that.
No,
You
that's
can't-
dumb.
You can't do an interception.
All
I got
right, well,
5 so far. Kenneth Walker, touchdown. Drake May, touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 50 yards. Byron Murphy to record a sack. Hunter Henry, 50-plus receiving yards.
I changed mine to Jackson Smith and Jigba anytime touchdown.
okay, there you go.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Since Ray is doing a JSN, I originally was going to do JSN with 7 receptions. I'm going to change that to the coin toss heads.
Okay, so you're gonna bust us from the get-go if it's
Hey, any one of these could easily bust. So are we saying Patriots defense with an interception or Darnold to throw an interception? We can't do that one, you said, right?
Take that one out and do JSN with
With an anytime tud,
an anytime tud.
and then parlay it with heads.
So just for clarification, Cooper Kupp 50 yards receiving, Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown, Drake May anytime touchdown, Hunter Henry 50 yards receiving, Byron Murphy sack, JSN anytime touchdown, and the coin toss heads.
Yes.
Correct. So if each of us put $1 in this, according to FanDuel, $7 yields $2,410.
Damn. We just needed to hit heads.
Might as well throw the Gatorade color blue in there.
No, everyone knows it's going to be yellow.
I haven't looked at the Gatorade colors yet.
I can't even find the coin toss.
It's underpopular.
That's funny as fuck. It's gonna be great.
We're all gonna be
Sit there
dialed
watching the
in.
coin toss like,
The most important. All right, do we want to switch it to JSN 7 catches?
I don't care.
Because
it's $1. I don't give a shit.
all right, maybe we run it both ways.
Run it both ways.
Yeah, I'll throw $2 in for that.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
do that. I'll throw $2.
So essentially, the AI is saying there's a 1.96% chance of that.
So,
Parlay
you're
hitting.
Yeah,
so you're
that's-
telling
yeah.
me there's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance. This is accordingly, it's a plus 34,432
Damn.
par Lizzie. So
Or Lizzie. All righty.
shout out, gentlemen.
Shout
what a
out.
phenomenal episode.
This is probably one of my favorite ones that we've ever done.
Jumping right into the Super Bowl, a long year.
Dope.
Way to cap it off with the first annual Doggies. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope everyone at home watches this one because this
Yeah,
is
the
a
YouTube
good,
version is going to be the best.
the YouTube
Yeah,
version
this is
is going to be fire. Lots of clips, lots of hot takes, a lot of oh man,
A
just
lot of surprises.
a lot of surprise.
I'm gonna make a hot take. We're gonna figure out a way to take that Michael K pipe bomb and make it skyrocket this podcast. It's gonna happen. We're gonna
Yeah, we
call
should
him out.
Post it.
Clip it, post it on Twitter, and call this man out.
So I think we
Be
definitely
careful,
have to
there's
do
a
this.
defamation lawsuit looming there.
Defamation of character. I get
And
a
would
DM
like-
from
I would
Michael
like to
K.
preface this
You
with
sure suck.
the thoughts and opinions.
Zach's getting a cease and desist letter
I
coming.
would
Go
like
ahead.
to,
Go ahead, Pete.
preface this with the thoughts and opinions that are expressed on Dog Talk Sports are not the overall reflection of Dog Talk Sports. It is the individual's opinion and thought.
It's the main and only opinion.
And this is only for entertainment purposes.
For
only.
entertainment purposes, because we are the most entertaining thing on the internet. And
Right.
listen,
Just a bunch of dogs.
dogs, thank you for joining us
Yes.
on a phenomenal episode.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this. We are actually very close to 2,000 total downloads for the history of the show.
Tick, tick, tick. Listen, whoever downloads the 2000th one, you prove that you're Mr. 2000, and you will get an official Dog Talk Sports jersey.
I would like, can we make that? I would love that.
We absolutely can make that.
Good. I want
Shout out to our friends over at DHgate, the official jersey sponsor of Dog Talk Sports.
Thank you for everyone showing up. Thank you very much for Rich, Nick, Jason, all you guys. This was a hell of a lot of fun. Nick, thank you for being a phenomenal judge, a very, very arbitrary judge, and picked very different winners. We had different nominations. It was all awesome. Thank you guys so much. Like Pete always likes to say, like, subscribe, comment, watch, listen, view, all the above.
Hit us up on the socials. Listen, I'm still trying to get a clip of Dan doing the AG down the sideline.
Good luck. Good luck with that. Still trying.
Listen, I'll try till I die. All right. Listen, loyal to him in the soil.
The AG.
The AG. I love it.
Like, subscribe, comment, hit us up on the socials again. Ray, maybe he'll get a tooth. Maybe he'll pierce a nip. You never know. You never know what could happen.
Maybe I'll be positive about that.
Yeah, maybe Zach will be positive. These are things that could happen if you tune into Dog Talk Sports. So we look forward to seeing you.
Yep. With that being said,